well, actually kind of early evening, I suppose it is now. We're in the garden, and you can watch my video of we just picked some rhubarb over there by the first shed. And now we need to come and we have some broccoli that is ready, and we're gonna eat some kale tonight, so I wanna pick some kale. So I wanted to show you guys what our garden has grown so far. So here's the broccoli. Now this is kind of funny broccoli. I mean for us, because normally our broccoli plants get probably like this tall before it makes broccoli. This is very short. I don't know why, but it's already made broccoli, so we're picking it. So this is how we're gonna pick it. So we're hoping though that it will grow more broccoli. Normally our other broccoli we used to plant doesn't after you pick it. So this is interesting. This is kind of an experiment, I guess. So we'll have to see kind of what happens. But I'm just gonna take the knife and I'm just gonna kind of go down, you know, maybe an inch off of the flower part, and then I'm just gonna cut it. And just kind of twist it. See, look at that, perfect, nice. I mean, we don't need the leaves, of course, but we'll leave them in the garden. There you go, a nice thing of broccoli. Oh, and we forgot one little one right here. And I will check back, keep watching my channel, and I'll show you, this will be an experiment, and I'll show you if this does grow more broccoli, or if this is just a funny type of broccoli and it doesn't grow very tall. This is not that much broccoli either for it to grow. So I have no idea. This is very interesting. I'm telling you though, every year up until now, our broccoli has grown this tall, and it's grown a lot more broccoli than that. So I don't even know what kind of broccoli this is either. So this is really weird to me. But I guess all that matters is it tastes good. Because we have grown some broccoli before, and it was not that great at tasting. But then there was a great broccoli last year, and I'm sad that we ate it all, and that I don't know what kind it was, or we didn't get, maybe we know what kind, but we didn't get it this year. Next year, if we don't like this kind, we'll go back to what we did last year and make sure we get that kind again. Because the thing is, with broccoli, like if we wanted to save the seeds for broccoli, we would have to like let a couple of them go to seed. But if we don't like this kind, we would not need to do that. So we'll taste it, and then I'll tell you if we like it or not, and if we want to save the seed. I don't see why it wouldn't grow more broccoli, but we'll just have to figure it out. Okay, so now the kale. So these two plants right here are lettuce, but we're not going to really do a salad tonight, so we don't need the lettuce. I'm just going to get some of the kale. Now, how I pick kale is I just get the bigger pieces and I just go down a little bit and I just break it off. And there's a nice piece of kale. And I just take a couple from each plant. Of course, you can pick as much as you need. It's just, I don't need a lot tonight, so. Now, because our weather has been so fabulous now with cooler weather, this should keep growing really nicely. It's not too hot. So we're gonna get I feel like we're gonna get a good amount of more pickings of this kale, for sure. So now, once it turns hot, you know, it doesn't do really well. So, and we just got all that rain, like I said in my other video, why it looks so wet. We got like 5 inches of rain in one day yesterday. So it was so needed and so welcome, and we're so thankful. But that's just why it's kind of muddy everywhere. So we're so grateful that God watered our garden for us and our trees, because they needed it badly. Okay, I think that's enough. And now I'm gonna go get a couple onions really quick over there, okay? Okay, and really quick before we move to the onions, my husband just asked for me to pick some of the lettuce and mix it in with the kale, and we're gonna make kilt lettuce, which is, if you live in the South, you probably know what that is. It's like what they do with collard greens, and actually it's what I do with the kale. You just cook it right on the stove top, I'm gonna add onions to it, and when I did it the other day, I think I cooked it with lard. Lard. You could probably use butter. I used lard, but and then I used onions, so it smelled really good. It looked really good. So we'll add some lettuce to it. Because like I said, this is gonna keep growing, so we should probably pick some of it. Now this is just leaf lettuce that we planted this year. Sometimes we plant like green lettuce, you know, like the bigger leaves, or like the heads of lettuce you can plant, but we didn't do that this year. So we just planted this kind. So, okay, I think that's probably good. We'll do one more for good measure. Okay, now I needed a bigger bucket. My bucket is full. And we're gonna still go over to the onions really quick. So let's go over here. The onions are over here. Now our onions are growing really good. I'm gonna pick ones that are maybe a little bit bigger because I'm gonna chop them up to put them in here in this. So we're not really looking for green onion size, which actually, if you look here at our onions, there's not a lot actually that are green onion size anymore. I mean, they're really growing. They've been in the ground a long time. So there's a couple that are green onion size, but I'm gonna pick ones that are, now over at I found out over there was like red onions. I don't know about these ones, but I'm gonna pick not red onions. So I think that was a good one. Yeah, this is not a red onion. So see, this is the size of them right now. So I mean, not humongous, but I am gonna cut that bottom off before we go in the house because it's kind of muddy. And leave it out here because that's just a muddy root. Okay, so there's one. Probably need maybe 3 or 4. And because my husband likes to eat some too separately, so I'll pick him some too. Some to put in the kilt lettuce, and then some to eat. Now the ones we pick for him to eat, let's try to find the little bit skinnier, maybe medium-sized ones. Maybe right here by my feet. Let's see. See, these are like green onion size, right? If you buy green onions at the store, you will know that a green onion is more like that, right? Like this size. See, like that. So, this is what we will pick here. And if it wasn't so muddy, I would probably be doing this part in the house, but because they're so muddy, I'm just doing it out here. But then I'll clean it up more in the house, of course. But. Okay, so let's pick him a couple more right here for eating, plain, and then, oh, that's a good one. That's just a baby green onion. And maybe over here. Let's see here. Look over here. That's a good one. I'm just going to cut off the tops. Alright, so let's see. I think that's good for him to eat. Now I'll have to pick about 2 more or 3 to cook with. And maybe for him to eat some more of them too. Maybe he'll want more. Let's see. Let's go down this way to the onion. Here's one. That was a double one. Alright, I'm going to pick one more kind of big one for cooking with. And then we should be good. Okay. Because I'm going to use the greens for cooking with it too when I do that. That's what I did last time. So I cut up the whole thing for that. So, okay, there we go. So here's our onions. And I will cut them up.